Good evening, America. We're here live for the 6th annual Liberty North Invitational at Liberty North High School for one of tonight's first round showdowns. I'm Nicholas Fry.
And I'm Zach Klugen. We got a great matchup for you tonight. Coming to you live from the Liberty North Fieldhouse, we have the Park Hill Trojans going against the Northeast Vikings. This game is brought to you by North Nation Sports Game of the Week, serving communities all over the Northland and in Liberty at 5 Victory Lane. All North Nation games are streamed at northnationmedia.com. And here we are for the tip-off. As it looks like Park Hill gets it.
Ryan Graves passing it around. Number 15, looking for Ryan Graves. Can't get anything going, keep passing around. You know, ball movement is critical for Park Hill tonight, and even for Northeast if they want to get these. And shot is up. And
yeah, definitely Park Hill is going to be wanting to pass the ball. But it'll be really interesting to see how KC Northeast defense is. And the shot's up. It's a little floater. As it comes back down, Park Hill rebounds, and they rebound, and the ball's loose, and Park Hill rebounds again.
Park Hill has gone 0 for 3 on shots tonight already, and there's another shot. 0 for 4, but it looks like he's going to the line for 2. That is number 34 for Park Hill.
Man, what great defense by KC Northeast this early in the game.
Yeah,
Let's see
honestly,
how well they keep it up. You know, Nick, this is supposed to be a very close game. Last year, Park Hill only averaged 5 more points than KC Northeast did. So what are your thoughts?
You know, I think it should be a thriller also. I mean, Park Hill did play 6 games more, but when you're talking points per game, you know, that's only a slight deficit. So when it's only 5 points, you know, it could be anywhere, and it'll be interesting how the last offseason went for both teams, so how it paid off for them.
As we see now, Park Hill leads by 1.
Hawthorne. He said, what's Hawthorne?
Hawthorne Bank serving communities all over the Northland and in Liberty at 5 Victory Lane.
That was great defense by Park Hill on that possession, but it's still Northeast ball.
Niles. This game is brought to you by Niles Media Group, supporting educational broadcast excellence in our community.
Northeast shot is up. That was a 3 ball, but it goes no good. Park Hill rebounds. That is number 12, Ryan Grave, the junior guard.
And there we see it again, KC Northeast defense.
You know, Park Hill already has a foul.
Which one are you guys doing first?
Do what? Rosters.
Over there, I guess. Or starting lineups.
Tommy.
Okay, you're both cut. All right, you guys are doing great. We just didn't have time to do any billboards or any rosters or any coaches or no.
KC Northeast has the ball. He's looking around to pass, and it looks like Park Hill gets the rebound. This is a very low scoring game so far, Nick. 1-0.
Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't have expected this 2.5 minutes in, and, you know, Northeast is driving again. I almost thought that was a foul, but.
Yeah, this might be a very defensive-heavy game.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, one of the things that Park Hill has is the height advantage. You know, I think that's going to play a big factor later in the game.
Yeah, I saw that their average height on their team for their starting lineup itself was 6'3", so.
That is a tall group of kids right there.
It really is.
Let's see how much it pays off.
Wow! All right.
Wow. That was very unexpected. Number 34.
It's now 3-0 when we are 3 minutes in. Northeast forces a basket and is now 3-2. You know, little seesaw action going on here. only a little over 3 minutes in. Another Park Hill turnover. You
Wow.
know, that's like 3 or 4 already, I believe. So, you know, Northeast defense, although they've allowed 3 points, that's really not too bad.
This is shaping out to be a really exciting game.
Yeah, it
I
really
can't wait
is.
to see how this turns out. I can't wait.
Man, he's battling down there. And he will go to the line for 2.
You know, I think the main point for both teams is they just need to relax right now. I think they're a little nervous because this is still the beginning of the season. If they relax and get back to what they know how to do, this will be a great game.
Yeah, for sure. They're still all really used to just each other from practice and stuff. So this is like kind of their first live look. And Northeast ties it right there on number 34's free throw. He'll go for another shot right here.
You know, as the game progresses, I think we'll see the teams start to make more shots, be able to play a little bit more better offense, get more passes across.
Yeah, for sure.
Because right now there's been a lot of turnovers and a lot of missed shots. So let's see what adjustments they can make to start making this a more high-scoring game.
Goes for the 3-ball. And no, off the
Is that
glass.
an air ball? Oh, maybe make the glass a little bit.
Looks like that shot is blocked and pushed out of bounds.
Another KC Northeast defense. Makes you wonder how much they have practiced their defense because they seem like a very defensive strong
Really?
team.
You really do. Oh, man. All Park Hill, you know. Park Hill.
Oh my gosh.
They've been getting robbed. I'm not going to lie. Park Hill's been getting robbed the first 4 minutes of this quarter. And Northeast gets the ball again. Headed down the court. Trying to get something going. Moving it around. You know, something that sticks out to. Man.
The
That was a nice
defense
play.
is astounding so
Nice
far.
play.
This is amazing defense. But as you can see, that Park Hill height advantage is going to play a big role.
For sure.
All right, so let's start with the roster. For Park Hill, we got number 55, Ronnie Bell, who's a senior. Number 1, Ryan Graves. Number 34, Cecil Lee. Those are some of the key players that we'll be watching today. Another one is number 15, Mike Elgebert. And let's see how he does on free throw.
For Northeast, we got junior Vince Smith, who was only 5'9", senior Edward Briggs, who was 6 foot, junior Akoya Mangol James, who was 6'4", and junior John Alexander, who was 6'2", and junior Michael Peak, who was 6'6", their tallest player. So I believe Park Hill's tallest player is also 6'6", so those two should have a one-on-one matchup right there. There goes number 23, Park Hill, driving, and he gets it. 2 points. It is now 7-5. Northeast leads by 2. Just over 4 minutes into the first quarter. We have 3:35 remaining in the first.
You know, we always talk about the players, but I think somebody who's very underrated is the team's managers. I never realized how much they actually did until my brother became one. They're there just as much as a player, 6 days a week, helping the coaches, getting the rebounds. You know, they're very underrated. I think they should be much more appreciated than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a shot by number 33, and that's a 3-pointer. That's the first one of the day. KC Northeast now leads 10-5.
Zach, you know, something that stuck out to me so far is Park Hill's ball movement. You know, compared to Northeast at least. I mean, they haven't been making a lot of shots, but also they're just like the way they pass it around has been very well. So I think that's a key to victory for Park Hill as long as they start making shots. And also along with that, they need to start picking it up on defense, obviously losing by 5. Also just making shots. So in general, those are all just some keys to victory for Park Hill.
Now let's see KC Northeast. As they started off last season 6-4, they were one of the hottest teams in the state, and then they had an 8-game losing streak. In district play, they ended 10-10, so they kind of bounced back towards the end of the year. But they just need to be more consistent. Last year, we saw them having issues finishing games. So let's see if that becomes an issue tonight, because they've had a great start so far, up by 4 points already in this first quarter. Let's see how they finish. I'm going to watch very closely on that.
Yeah, me too. It's now 10-6. Northeast still leading. You know, Park Hill looks like we got a first time out here. Park Hill is obviously the more hyped up team, I should say. among KC Northeast. I mean,
Definitely.
definitely a good matchup, but, you know, Park Hill on paper is a better team. But, you know, Northeast coming off of that offseason, here we got a replay. Guess not. And like I was saying, you know, Northeast could have had a phenomenal offseason. I mean, that's what it's looking like. At least they're playing really well as a team, have great chemistry. Park Hill, I think, just needs to take it easy.
Yeah, you know, I'm very impressed with how KC Northeast has played so far, as they've been they're class 4 and Park Hill is class 5, but Park Hill is ranked number 8 in the state. And that's a big difference when you think about it in school size. When you're talking about 1,500 kids to 900 kids, the amount of kids who try out and play is just a big difference between the two classes.
It really is.
So to see KC Northeast come out this aggressive and playing this hard against Park Hill this early is just amazing.
Yeah, it's a really good sign for them if they really want to advance into this tournament and even have a shot at the title. Here we got a replay. That was actually really physical, good play on his part.
Definitely.
First three-pointer of the game. Oh, never mind. That was, oh, man! And we are back. Park Hill ball.
You know, Nick, this is a very low-scoring game right now, but I think it's just the defense that has been playing great. You know, they have missed some shots, but if you look, like, Park Hill's doing everything they can to pass the ball around.
Yeah, for sure. It has been a defensive battle. It'll be interesting to see if they keep that up for the rest of the game.
And I think the winner of this game is definitely going to have a big chance of playing in the championship this Friday. Man, this defense is amazing.
Yeah, I know. Northeast has been coming out hot.
This is just fun to sit back and watch. These
sure.
are the games you love to announce.
Man, like I was saying, though, Park Hill's ball movement, if they could just get these shots. And there you go.
Oh,
That's
and there's
his second
the
dunk.
dunk of the night.
Wow.
Wow.
And if that isn't Park Hill's 6'6" player, then watch out, because I don't want to see what he can do.
That's Cecil Lee. He's 6'5" forward.
Park Hill kind of creeping back into this game. Here we got a replay. The second dunk from the night.
Oh,
Cecil
wow.
Lee. Wow.
I wonder if he breaks the glass next time.
He really isn't afraid to get up there, man.
I would love to see that. That'd be so much fun to watch.
Honestly.
A little bit of a substitution here.
Northeast ball is now 10-8. We are just under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Wow, that was great defense by Park Hill, forcing the turnover.
That height advantage. He's going to keep coming back to that.
For sure.
The height and reach.
He did not waste any time right there, but it does not go. Northeast gets the rebound, starts going back to their side of the court. And not quite sure. I think he was trying to draw the foul there, but it did not work out for him there. Ryan Graves recovers it. The junior guard of Park Hill looking to make something happen.
I feel like KC Northeast has been passing the ball a lot better. It seems like Park Hill's a little hesitant to shoot. KC Northeast, as soon as they get the shot, they take it.
Yeah, I would agree. Park Hill kind of like pump fakes a lot. Like, I mean, that's a usual thing, but they do seem hesitant, like you said. You know, really, like that. That's perfect. And then that's really kind of what they do. They get someone down low, wide open, and they just get the layup right there. He's now 10-10, tied at the end of the first. That was a great effort by Park Hill there at the last 2 minutes.
Definitely. What a great first quarter. For sure. We saw KC Northeast, the underdogs, kind of go up for a little bit, and then Park Hill fight their way back in. Now, I was talking earlier about KC Northeast finishing. Could that be like a little foreshadow to what's going on later tonight?
You know, it could be. You did say that Northeast started out hot usually and then kind of had a bumpy road. So, I mean, let's say they continue having a great first half and halftime and then come back and then maybe start going downhill a little bit. That would only go off of the most previous seasons, like stereotypes, but, you know. So, Zach, let's compare the coaches. Park Hill's head coach, Chad Jones. This is his third season with the team, and overall, as a coach there, he is 31-18. His first season, he was 11-12, but soon turned it around. Last season, 20-6. So, you know, that's a crazy turnaround from going under 500 to way above 500. So this season, it could be even better if you even turn that around. So,
You know, Nick, going into a new school is always so hard for a coach. They have to teach the players everything what they want them to do. You know, all the bad habits that the other coaches left, they got to take those away. And for Chad Jones to come in here in just 3 seasons and turn the program around like this, get him competing for state every year, be one of the top schools in Class 5, which is one of the biggest classes. It's just amazing. What a great coach he is. I can't wait to see how their season goes. Now let's talk about Ralph Williams, as he's the coach of the KC Northeast Vikings. Since coming to Northeast, he's 21-30, and they're looking for a bounce-back season. They had a great start to last year, but as I said, they need to finish. They did not finish great last year, dropping 5 of their last 6 games. So, but you know what? KC Northeast has progressed a little bit every single year. Overall, they've been 92-99 since 2006, and they had a rough start to those to the past 11 years. But you know what? Since then, they've really picked it up since Ralph has come to the program, and you know it'll be cool to see like what changes he makes in the future.
yeah, for sure. It looks like to start off the second quarter, Park Hill got a 3-pointer to take a 3-point lead. It's now 13-10 Park Hill with 7 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Northeast moving the ball around, trying to make something happen. Possibly tie it up or be down by 1 by making a shot here. Just depends on what happens. Really trying to get something going here. Park Hill's just playing.
Little floater.
In and out.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. So Northeast only down by 1. Number 34 really going off. You know, it's kind of been leading his team. I don't like saying that since it's a high school sport, but you know, he's kind of been carrying them so far. And for Northeast, you really don't want that. But I mean, they're only a point down, so.
You know, as we've watched so far, the team leaders once the team leaders start playing well, then you'll start to see everybody play well. The team leaders kind of set the mood for the team.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first time we've seen KC Northeast play from behind tonight, so let's see how they handle the pressure. Because I feel like when you're up in a game, you can be calm and you just try and build on that lead.
Yeah.
But if you're playing from behind, you got something to catch up to.
Yeah.
See, as they're taking, that was a interesting shot choice.
Shot is up for Park Hill, and it's switched. Nothing but net. They increased the lead by 3. Is now 15-12 Park Hill.
You know, Nick, I've never really understood those shots. When you're just one step in front of the three-point line, you know, I think that there are better opportunities that you can pass the ball around to get better shots.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just a long 2-point shot here. I mean, yes, it goes in, but I feel like could have been more efficient ways that they could have scored those points right there.
That's true. Wow. Was that number? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was that number 34 again? I would not be surprised one bit. Some quick math for you guys. Park Hill last season, they forced 1,576 points, but Northeast, on the other hand, forced 1,115. So, as we said earlier, Park Hill averaged 61 points per game, Northeast averaged 56 points per game, but also Park Hill played 6 games or more. So, there you go, another Park Hill basket. They just keep going up. Like we said, like early first quarter, this could be a seesaw game, going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, as I also said earlier, I bet you the winner of this game tonight will be a contender for the championship Friday night.
For sure.
And you know, what an exciting tournament this is. Last year we had 3 games going to overtime, including the championship.
Yeah, it can really create momentum going into a team season.
You know, being the only 6th year of the tournament, Liberty North has won all but 2 of the. Whoa! Another
again.
dunk.
That's
the
3.
3rd one
That's
tonight.
3.
Oh my goodness! Let's see how many more he can put up.
Zach, you really don't see that a lot
You
in
don't.
high school sports. Basketball, like.
You know, the last time I saw somebody handle the first half like this was Michael Hughes. Do you remember him?
Yeah, for
He
sure.
played for Liberty North. He ended up going to the University of Akron. You just don't see kids play basketball like that.
Honestly, I think a lot of kids are too embarrassed to maybe mess up or anything, but he's clearly not afraid to go up to the rim. Here's a replay of that third
Oh my
dunk.
gosh.
Holy cow, he goes up with power, man. I don't even want to. If I were him, I wouldn't even want to freaking block that guy.
Using all 6'5" of him to get up there. And you can see him right now standing up, patting his teammates on the back. You can definitely tell that he's one of the team leaders on for sure. .411 remaining in the second quarter. Park Hill leads this time, 19-14.
Little fun fact, Ronnie Bell, senior on Park Hill, the 6'1" guard, he won the Heisman Trophy, which is the football award for in the Kansas City Metro, which would, to basketball, be the equivalent to the Heisman Award. So that's a great honor for him as a wide receiver. You know, I don't really want to start talking about football, but
yeah, it's great to see all-around athletes. You can really tell who they are. You know, I think the best sport players are the ones who are well-rounded.
Yeah.
You know, when they say you train for a sport all year round, it tends to get old, not as exciting.
Yeah.
But if you play different sports, you tend to, and here's a three. Let's see if it goes in.
Oh.
Nope.
yeah, it is nice to switch it up a little bit.
You know, I think it just keeps the players excited. It uses different muscles. Like you can tell from going to basketball to baseball to football, like you're all using different muscles of your body. And I think, you know, giving the muscles a rest and giving your mood a rest, you know, so it can stay exciting too. And there's a steal.
Okay.
Let's see what Park Hill can do with it. You know, I don't know, but it seems like Kansas City Northeast. Never mind, there's a steal. I was going to say they weren't looking as aggressive. They're looking a little bit tired, but they come back with that right there and miss the alley-oop right there. Number 34.
You know, oh my goodness, wide open three, he's got it. Oh,
No,
man.
he missed.
They don't get the rebound, and Northeast will take it back to their side of the court. You know, Zach, something that hasn't really happened a lot tonight are penalties.
Yeah, there's only been 6 fouls tonight so far.
Exactly. So, you know, as physical as it's been, as much of a defensive battle as it's been, you would think there would have been more. And there's been times where we thought that it should have been one. So, Northeast trying to make something happen here, down by 5. With 2.5 minutes remaining until halftime. Have a turnover there, and then Park Hill, that's Billy Maples gets a foul, he'll go to the line.
You know, Nick, in the first quarter, I felt like KC Northeast was leading the tempo of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
But now you see Park Hill use 2 of their timeouts, and I feel like they're in control now. I feel like KC Northeast plays better from the start and when they're up, but Park Hill plays better when they're up. So, you know, I think KC Northeast, in order to win this game, they're going to need to learn how to play for behind.
Yeah, you know, even when you're ahead, you got to always just play like you're behind. That way you always have something to keep working for. And this right here is number 11, Billy Maples. He's a senior. He's a 6'4" forward. He is also the starting quarterback for Park Hill and led his team deep into the playoffs this past season. And then right around here he is playing basketball. So really no break for this kid right here. And a lot of these kids, a lot of them play football. And, you know, even if they don't, they'll have some spring sport, track, baseball. So it's really nonstop for these kids. And you can't forget about school.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Park Hill is an all-around good school for athletics. I feel like where a school's athletics comes from is the weight room. You know, if they're training well, they can last long into the games.
Yeah.
And let's watch this replay real quick. Little layup right there.
Park Hill just creeping on up with the points. Now up by 8 with 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kind of been a fast half, but, I mean.
Yeah, definitely. This half has flown by.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but has Northeast scored in this?
You know, I'm not sure that they've only, I think Yeah, because
2
it was
points?
10 to 10. So they've
Oh,
only
they've scored
scored
4
4 points this quarter.
Wow. Okay, so this quarter, Park Hills are outscored Northeast 12-4. So if that shows whatever they said, whatever the Chad Jones said in that end of first quarter huddle,
Fired them up. It lit a fire.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tell that this is not the same two teams from the first quarter. And I can't wait to see the second half and see what changes they make
There
over
you go.
halftime. And let's watch KC Northeast get back on a roll.
Here we got a replay of what just happened. That was a great effort right there. You know, like I said, he's been really helping out the Vikings tonight, and I think he'll continue to do so.
That Park Hill height, you can see the players trying to work around it, but they really can't. It's just there. They're just monsters.
Wide open three for the Northeast Vikings.
Oh,
and
it goes
does
out.
not go in.
What is with all these missed shots?
Not sure, but Okay, so tell me this, Zach. I feel like Park Hill is way more aggressive on defense than they are on offense, and vice versa for Northeast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like when
I've been
Northeast is on
noticing the
offense, they're balling out, going crazy, always trying to get something going. Park Hill, I feel, just passes a lot.
You know, maybe they're trying to create open holes or like being patient, but sometimes you can't be patient. Sometimes if the shot's there, you just got to take it.
True. And again, Northeast defense way better than I was expecting. You agree? I was
Yeah.
not expecting this.
You know, if we had a time of possession, I think we would definitely see that Park Hill has had the most.
Yeah.
Another timeout taken.
This time I believe this was Northeast taking a timeout. It is 22-16.
The Liberty North Eagle Club has helped fund this game. Get your parents involved in the PTA. This is the PTA for Liberty North High School. Except you, Mom. Just kidding. Hawthorne Bank, serving communities all over the Northland and in Liberty at 5 Victory Lane. Niles Media Group, supporting educational broadcast excellence in your community. They're actually the ones who help us with this, so we're very thankful for them for giving us this opportunity as high schoolers to announce.
15 seconds. Let's see what the Trojans can do here. It'd be nice to get some last-second points.
Man, the Trojans just kind of seem
Oh,
sloppy.
man.
It's just sloppy.
It really is.
And up. Oh, that height. It comes back again.
And that is half. Wow, it's quite a compliment to Park Hill when you can say they're looking and playing sloppy when they're up by 6 at the half. So
Yeah.
very interesting first half there.
KC Northeast, man. I'm so proud of the way they're playing right now. You know, last year they had a rough end of the season, but for them to come back like this, that's just amazing. You know, this is Park Hill's second game and KC Northeast's first game. Park Hill actually lost their first game, which was probably very unexpected.
Yeah, for sure.
As they're planning on being one of the top teams in the state this year, you know, going for another state championship.
Yeah, they both look like they're playing out there with a vengeance. Here we got some silly contests going on at half.
Don't you always love those?
Of course, the dizzy back contest.
One of the most memorable.
You know, halftime, I believe is the same length as a quarter, but they should be back out a little bit before that.
You know, what are we going to look for in the second half, you think?
I think Northeast needs to step up their defensive aggressiveness to their level of their offensive aggressiveness.
Like they were in the first quarter.
Yeah, exactly. I think they kind of flip-flopped.
Yeah, it feels like after the first quarter, the KC Northeast team just kind of flipped. You know, it's very interesting. And for Park Hill, I think they just need to start making more shots. They're not making many shots.
Yeah.
It seems like every single time they toss it up there, it misses.
Yeah, their shooting percentage cannot be that high at all. They've taken a lot, but haven't made a lot. But you know, still up by 6.
Definitely.
So, but
I mean, you can't complain about being up by 6.
Exactly, but I think Northeast also I don't think has taken as many shots. So
True.
that can also make a big difference. Again, not very many fouls or anything.
I know. It's been a very, very quick first half so
Exactly.
far. Let's see if they can stay consistent through the second half. But you know what? I have a feeling, Nick, there's going to be
Yeah, it's
some
gonna
more
get chippy probably.
fouls.
I wasn't expecting such like a penalty-free game. I mean, there has been like 6 or 7 fouls, but you know, again, like 5 minutes into the game, it was a real defensive battle at first, and not very many points scored. Ended up being 10-10 at the end of the first, and then 22-16 at the end of the second. So halftime, 22-16, Park Hill. 7 minutes and 36 seconds remaining until the third quarter is underway. Again, this is round 1 of the 2017 Liberty North Invitational, the 6th annual here at Liberty North High School in the wonderful Liberty North Fieldhouse.
So let's look on into the future of the tournament. As the last game was Ray Peck versus Pius, and Ray Peck won 57-49. So Ray Peck will be taking on the Liberty North JV team because Shawnee Mission North dropped out. I can't believe that. That's rough, man. To drop out that close to the tournament.
Yeah, it really is.
Whereas Ray Peck will be taking on Liberty North, our varsity team. And let me tell you, that's going to be a great game.
It really will be.
I guarantee you, y'all want to come back Thursday night and watch that because it's going to be close. But the winner of tonight's game will be playing St. Joe Central or the Kearney Bulldogs, which is the game after this. And I think that's going to be a great game tonight. I can't wait to see, because Kearney got 3rd in state last year. So it'll be interesting to see how they come back. You know, Nick, it's so great to see all these teams that are, this is like a high-level tournament. All these teams that are in it are state competitors.
Yeah, it really is crazy how they all start out here in one tournament and then they advance as the season goes on. It's just cool to watch how they progress from here. You know, one team could look really not so good or not so hot here and end up being state contenders. So it's really cool to see, like, personally for the team, but also just anyone watching, just kind of like how their off-season went, how their summer practices and workouts went, and leading up to the beginning of the season. So,
you know, I think if you win this tournament, it's a great momentum booster going into conference play, which starts next week. You know, all your players are excited. They're happy to be here. Because I know whenever I'm playing sports, whenever I'm succeeding, I'm definitely having a lot more fun than when I'm not succeeding. You know, I always look forward to the next game. I want to go to practice. I want to practice more. I want to play more games. So, you know, the winner of this tournament, I think, is going to have a great start to the week next week. And great competition, like, over
it really
and
is.
over, all around.
These teams have to have the mentality that they have to hate losing more than they love winning if they want to succeed in this tournament and then later on in the season.
So we'll come back at the end of halftime, which has 5 minutes left in it. Park Hill leads 22-16. Any game, and I had her mic on. I was like, she was like, I was like, you just said that. She was like, and it's a.
Second in.
Was that a timeout? Maybe the setup wasn't right for KC Northeast. Something must have been wrong.
You know, earlier in the game, Zach, we mentioned some of the keys to victory for both teams. Do you think both teams have been playing to what we've said? I mean, Summer Park Hills were making shots, having great defense. I personally don't think that.
You know, yeah, they need to improve on their keys. If they're focusing on this, I think they need to focus on it more.
For sure, especially making shots. And it's so weird that they're winning.
I know.
That's just so weird. But, I mean,
you know, you can never, if you're supposed to be this much better than the team, you can never let them have hope. Hope is the one thing that can get you to lose ball games. And we got a foul.
Park Hill used 3 of their timeouts in the first half and only have 2 in the second half, which is usually when you want them. More like when you need them. So
yeah. Well, as you look, KC Northeast still has 4. So let's see how that plays. As obviously the time factor is definitely in the hands of KC Northeast right now. As there's the defense of Park Hill that we've been looking for. This got a steal right there.
Both teams trying to get something going, but they keep turning it over. And Northeast now taking it back to their side of the court, trying to score some points. Strike first here in this half. Wide open three-pointer jumper is up and is no good.
Are we going to see a repeat of the first half with all these missed shots?
I hope not. I hope not.
And Casey Northeast, it seems like they're always going for threes.
It really does.
You know, Park Hill is playing in the paint a lot, but it seems
Oh,
like
boy.
Casey Northeast is in number
Out of
34.
bounds.
His height is a big factor, it seems like, tonight.
Yeah, combined turnovers this half already. Probably already up by 4 or 5. I mean, seriously, this is not a good start from either team. I don't know if it's their mental state or if they're just not executing their plays well. Maybe it's a combination of both.
You know,
Man, Northeast, another 3. It doesn't go.
That's crazy. You know, Michael Peak has already scored 7 points today, and he's 100% on his free throw percentage. I
Yeah.
think that's outstanding.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely has is getting looks for player of the game, especially if Northeast can creep back into this game, only for him to lead them back.
Park Hill needs to extend their lead right now if they want to win this comfortably. And out of bounds.
Park Hill's leading scorer is Cecil Lee, number 34. He's a senior forward, 6'5", Zach, and he has gone 1 for 2 at the free throw line, and he's also scored 9 points.
And 6'5" is very, very tall. But, man, there's taller people playing on the court right now, which
sure.
is outstanding.
It's kind of weird that he's not probably done growing.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, it's good for him as a basketball player. I'm not sure if he plays any other sports, but it's definitely a good thing for him. Yeah,
I want some
honestly.
of that. All 5'11".
Park Hill strikes first, making it an 8-point deficit for Northeast here. Pulls up. Doesn't go. Out of
missed
bounds.
shot.
Park Hill ball. Wow. All right. So a little over 2 minutes in, Park Hill has scored 2 points. Northeast has scored nothing. Northeast, if they want to creep back into this game, even potentially forcing overtime, they need to fix some kind of their game plan. Start shutting down Park Hill while also I think they just need to take like smarter shots. They've been taking a lot of 3-point shots.
You know, and another thing I'm noticing, Nick, is there's already 2 fouls in this quarter. And last half, we saw hardly any. So,
Yeah, exactly.
And we're just 2 minutes in, and
Wow. All right. So,
Park Hill recovers the ball, and let's see if he goes up. And
oh wow! All
that
right.
Casey Northeast height is like, oh my goodness. The
Oh man! Not working, but it's still Northeast ball, so not a turnover there. Zach, so tell me this. Tell me if you agree with me here. Park Hill is playing like how Northeast started in the first half.
Definitely.
Like,
It's just flip.
it's exactly flip-flopped, and Park Hill on a wide-open fast break, and it goes.
Another
Wow.
one.
Double-digit deficit here for Park Hill.
The first one tonight, but it's still a very close game. It's anybody's game. We're very early into the third quarter.
For sure. There's 13 minutes remaining in game. You know, that's so much time in basketball. Zach.
Definitely. What was that pass? It
Yeah,
looked like
I
a football catch right
Honestly, though.
there. You know, if I was a football coach, I'd be getting that kid on the team right now with that over-the-shoulder catch.
All right. Looks like we got a timeout here. Park Hill. Wow. All right. Not
One
afraid to take
timeout
timeouts.
left. Let's see how that affects them later in the game. Because what if they start playing from behind? What are they going to
Yeah,
do?
really. They just don't seem to be that worried.
Man.
We have 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I feel like the KC Northeast coach is playing it smarter right now than Park Hill.
Yeah, I would agree. I think. What are you telling the Northeast team right now? Just kind of, I think, just like play your ball. Like, definitely just relax. Do what we do at practice. We're all prepared for this game. We can beat this team. We just got to play like it. We prepared for it. All that kind of things. And you know, 10 points can easily be turned around even in a matter of a minute or two.
You know, Nick, I'm going to stop talking about the basketball, but this complex is beautiful.
Yeah.
You just look at that shot right
Really, it really is.
We're really blessed to have such an amazing basketball complex.
We really are.
You know, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I like on the weight room windows we have the Eagles.
Yeah,
it's a nice touch. So it looks like it's going to be Northeast ball heading out of the timeout. I believe. Yeah, Northeast ball. Park Hill, something I'm noticing kind of coming out of halftime, I think they've been playing a lot more aggressive defense, being really uptight. I wouldn't really say lockdown yet, but they've been playing a lot. Yeah, see what I'm saying?
See it right there. Man.
And eventually enough of those will just turn into a turnover.
Cecil Lee has played amazing
He
today.
really has.
He has 11 points so far. And only
Yeah.
1 foul.
You know, Zach, a player to watch on your list of Northeast and a player to watch on my list are both candidates for player of the game. So Park Hill really just trying to maintain their lead here. Park Hill just got to play smart. Moving it around. All right, I wouldn't necessarily call that playing smart when you're up 10. Do you think they go more conservative, or I would say Park Hill just try and
You know,
kind of
honestly, Nick, if I were Park Hill right now, I'd just extend on the lead. I'd try and get more points, you know, insurance points.
yeah,
Because Casey Northeast still has hope right now, and hope plays a big factor.
exactly. I would want to. I think they just need to kind of like cruise in while also maintaining their lead, adding on some points here and there, but also taking some smart shots. So here we go. Going to the line here for 2. A chance to extend the lead by 12. And the shot is up and no good. He'll have 1 more remaining as he goes to high-five his teammates. Substitution being made. Zach, we are barely under 4 minutes into this quarter, and Northeast has scored 0 points. Now, Park Hill has only scored 4, so looking, this is definitely probably more defensive, more of a defensive battle than the first quarter, I would say. Although the first quarter was definitely crazy to watch.
And this second half has been so slow. Like, it's been a very slow-paced second half.
I would
it seems
agree.
like. Not slow like it's not been interesting. It's a 10-point game. It's anybody's game right now.
Yeah.
But just the pace has been very slow. You know, the first half I blinked and it was over.
Yeah, for sure.
Now it's just like going on. And you know what? I kind of like it because now I can sit back and see how the teams, what adjustments they're changing. And Casey Northeast gets the steal right there. You know, I think they're really proving themselves tonight.
Yeah, honestly, they're down 10, but you know they've really looked good against a stout Park Hill team. Like, even if they lost tonight, it wouldn't be a bad loss. I mean, every loss is a bad loss, but to an extent, Park Hill losing to Park Hill, especially if they lost within a 10-point deficit as they are right now, that's still a good. Not, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Here we go. Michael Peak again at the free throw line. He is shooting 100% tonight.
That's one thing that Park Hill isn't doing. Another thing, they're only shooting 50% on their free throws right now.
Not good.
Whereas Casey Northeast has made all of them.
Michael Peak's second free throw is good. No surprise. He has now scored 9 points.
And I also think for Park Hill, they could spread the points out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Cecil Lee has scored 11 points. And the second person is Hayden Wallace, who's only scored 5. So, you know, I think if they, you know, start passing more, getting a few more people open, take more shots, you know, I feel like they could get the points spread out more, which gives it harder, makes it harder for Casey Northeast to play defense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Casey Northeast knows who is their star player.
Yeah,
right now,
for
and that's
sure.
Cecil Lee.
Park Hill going to the line for 2. And that's something that Northeast has got to watch. Although he missed it, you do not want him going to the line for those easy buckets.
Yeah.
So I would say Northeast's keys to victory have slightly changed since the beginning of the game. With only 11 minutes remaining, Northeast has got to really take some smart shots. Like, really move the ball around and be smart with the ball. Do not cause turnovers. That is the last thing you want to do.
You can't have stuff like that happen.
No. And I can't tell what happened yet. I think that might have been a turnover. Right. Wow.
Yeah, our
Okay.
camera didn't quite get the shot there.
Yeah. So it's now Park Hill ball. They are up 26-18 with 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Anyway, Northeast, what I was saying, they got to take smarter shots. Don't cause turnovers. Smart defense. Really smart defense. Try not to foul and try not to give them those easy buckets at the free throw line. Northeast really trying to get something going. Park Hill, like I said, their defense since we came out of the half has just been way better. Like
Definitely.
foreign.
They've only scored 2 points at this half. But if you look, Park Hill's also only scored 4. So this has been similar to the first quarter. just
Yeah, this is
flipped.
odd. Oh wow, he did not hesitate right there. That was Cecil Lee, but what happened there? Foul? Couldn't really tell, but nonetheless, it's still Park Hill ball.
You know, I want to see what Cecil does after high school ball. I feel like he has a great chance at playing at the college level, and it would be interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably getting some looks.
Northeast ball. You know, it seems like Northeast, they're all kind of playing to their own rhythm. They're not really playing as a team right now.
Yeah, I would agree. And you know, neither of these teams are our teams, obviously, Zach. But when a team is down this much and it's getting kind of into like a time like fourth quarter, you can't help but kind of finding yourself rooting for Northeast. At least to just creep back into the game. They don't have to like start taking the lead or anything, but at least for our entertainment. And that's a 3-point ball wide open. And they just can't get it.
Again. They need
Wow.
to start taking better shots. They're going for deep threes every single time.
Exactly. And it looks like
That foul called on number 31, Felipe Kelly, his third. 5th team foul for the Vikings.
it's Park Hill ball. There's a minute and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Is an 8-point game. Park Hill leading 26-18.
We're closing in, about to start the fourth quarter.
You can definitely tell Park Hill's offensive possessions have been a lot more like clock killing and
Definitely.
just kind of passing it around. Wow. Okay, so there's Northeast defense. If they could play like that all the time, Park Hill would have 0 points.
Yes, I know.
Honestly, that's just crazy how they keep doing this like this. And you know, if I were any team in this tournament, I would not want to play Northeast just because of their intimidating defense. Their offense obviously needs a little bit of work, but you know, putting up 18 on Park Hill within 3 quarters as a Class 4 team,
Definitely.
I mean,
You know,
That's a
as you were
great
talking
thing.
about earlier, it's any sport where you have the more time of possession is probably the team that's going to win.
yeah.
And Park Hill has continued to pass the ball around. Another one.
Yeah, there we go. Pass, pass, pass. Just killing the clock because, you know, high school does not have the shot clock, so they can really just feel free to do whatever they want with their time.
With
Going for that last
the buzzer
shot.
beater? Nope.
No, doesn't get it.
So the score is 26-18. Park Hill's leading as we're about to start the fourth quarter. And now we have an interview with the coaches from halftime, and let's see what their thoughts were on the game so far.
To focus on this quarter?
If we could communicate a little bit more and not so much of give up second chance points. It's one of the 2 things that we need to focus on a little bit more.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. What would you say your boys are really doing good on right now?
They're hustling really, really well. Our half-court traps worked pretty well for us tonight, and Cecil Lee's been a monster so far inside.
Okay, thank you.
It's been really exciting to watch him play. Yeah, if Park Hill wins, he's definitely getting player of the game.
For sure, I would agree with that statement. 11 points on the Park Hill 26. Northeast has to have a big quarter here if they want to have a shot. Only 8 points, you know, we were saying earlier how basketball, okay.
There's 2.
Great
That's
start.
6 points. Let's.
Great start.
I want this to be a close game. I'm cheering for both teams, you know, but I love good basketball.
It's now a 2-possession game.
Let's see if KC Northeast can make this really interesting as we're closing here.
Yeah, you know, Northeast defense already looking way better than
Yes, and you know, the coach was talking about how they have a second chance points. You know, once Park Hill misses, or once they miss and rebound the ball, you know, let's see if they can put those shots back up and get the points. How many points is that so far? Oh,
but
I think he's about to get 11 points.
Park Hill has 6 fouls, 6 half.
I really want to see KC Northeast start communicating.
Yeah, me too. All right, so
Another air ball.
every second matters. Although you still have 7 minutes, you still you don't want to try and get overtime. You want to try and win. So, 2-possession game here for Northeast. They have 7 minutes to do so, and their defense looked way better than it did in the third quarter. Right there, pull up.
And 2 more. It's
Didn't
a 4.
count.
Oh,
Did
it
not
didn't.
count.
It
I'm not
did
quite
not
sure what happened
count.
there, though.
What happened? You know, I'm looking right now, and Park Hill has twice as many fouls as KC Northeast.
Wow.
KC Northeast has played a really clean game so far when it comes to fouls. They've
Yeah.
only had 3 this entire game, whereas Park Hill's had 6 now.
Oh man,
Cecil
can't
Lee.
have that. Can't.
Oh
have
my
that.
gosh.
Oh man.
Is
Okay.
And that
Turnover
Northeast
after turnover, right there.
This Northeast defense, something happened, man. It lit a fire, and there's
Oh
it's
man.
a 4-point game.
Okay. After the third quarter, I think Coach Williams of Northeast told his huddle. I don't even know what he told him, but that is not
This
the same
is
Northeast
amazing.
team.
We got a timeout here, but let's just look at this shot, man. This is getting really interesting.
It really does look like a brand new team. Like they're playing with confidence, even being down. Now they're down 4. 4 points. They were losing by 10 literally 3 minutes ago. So
And Northeast took the timeout there, so they're controlling the pace of this game right now. This is getting really interesting.
it really
I really
is.
want to see Northeast make a couple more of these shots.
Me too. I'm still surprised that they're keeping up with such a sound Park Hill team.
Definitely. And what would Park Hill be thinking if they started off the season 0-2? They would go from the number 8 team in the state, getting their hopes crushed by Liberty last year, and to starting the next season 0-2.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be the type of momentum they would want heading into their season. They don't want any negativity, and all right, that was a wide open play right there.
Definitely. You know, we haven't seen that many points in the paint tonight, but there was one of them right there.
Yeah. I can't believe that Park Hill has used so many timeouts. I mean, not even. It's just shocking me that Coach Jones would
We
want
still
to do
got
that.
6 minutes left. Let's watch the replay of this wide open layup. Man, nobody was even near him.
I'm not quite sure how that happened. I think there might have been some miscommunication on Northeast.
Yeah, and that was number 1, D. Powell. That's his first points of the night. You know, it's interesting to see how the different players who score the points throughout the game changes. You know, Cecil Lee scored everything in the beginning, and now we're starting to see some of their other players start to score points. Now, don't get me wrong, Cecil Lee is still scoring, but like,
Yeah.
Hawthorne Bank serving communities all over the Northland and in Liberty at 5 Victory Lane. And Eagle Club, parents, the PTA at Liberty North Eagle Club. Get involved with your kids' education today, except you, Mom. Just kidding. Niles Media Group. This program is produced by Niles Media Group, supporting educational broadcast excellence in our community.
I'll be saying a prayer for you tonight, Zach, after calling out your mom like that.
You
never know what moms are
Definitely.
capable of. So,
Yeah, hi Mom, I don't mean it. If she's watching. All right, 6 points. Let's see if KC Northeast can pick it up. KC Northeast has 3 timeouts left. Park Hill has had 1 for about 2 quarters now, would you say?
yeah.
Pump fakes twice and passes, and Park Hill steals it. Number 1,
Not
D.
good.
Powell.
All right, that is 2 back-to-back layups.
Man, we haven't seen much of him tonight, but
Nah.
you know, maybe later in this tournament we should, you know, keep an eye on him, see how he does.
Yeah, for sure. And what was just like a minute ago a 4-point game is now an 8-point game. So hopefully things don't start falling apart here for Northeast. I really want to see them trying to make a run.
Cecil Lee passes, and
Oh,
another
man.
wide open layup.
And we are back to a double-digit deficit here for Northeast. It is just not looking good. You know, basketball is a game of runs, and of course that can happen at any time, but the earlier the better here for Northeast.
Definitely. They need to start blocking in the paint better.
Yeah. There's a replay of that sweet, smooth layup right there. The assist.
That was Nick Zeal. And that was his first points of the
Here we
night.
go. Peak again at the free throw line, and he misses his first when he needs it most. Drops to his knees a little bit to get some reassurance from himself, and he will go for his second shot here, which will break the double-digit deficit, hopefully. Depends on this shot right here. Okay. So he makes that shot, and that is now 10 points for him on the night.
It's a 3-possession game.
Wow, I don't even know what to say, honestly, at this point. It just seems like a totally different game than it was just 5 minutes ago.
And we saw KC Northeast control the game and, like, definitely the commanding team in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Just how it's changed.
Park Hill just killing clock,
Still
moving
passing the
around.
ball. Man, they've really controlled the time of possession so far.
Yeah, honestly, high school basketball has a really good benefit of no shot clock. Well, it depends on if you consider that a benefit or not, but it's in their
KC Northeast
benefit.
is not right now.
Yeah. Park Hill's really loving that. You know, this has already been a 35-second possession here, so all right, and he will go to the line for 2. So you know that's like kind of exactly what you're hoping for.
Yeah, and that KC Northeast player holding his hands up like he didn't do it. Let's see if he really did. And the replay's frozen. Oh, there we go.
I don't know, man. It looked kind of. There's definitely been plays earlier in the game that were more fouls than that weren't
Yeah.
called. So that even looked more like a flop to me. But you know, also at this point in the game, you kind of gotta just let them play. Besides,
That's what I think.
and now it's exactly a 10-point game with 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Northeast has really got to get something going here.
Whoa.
Wow, not good.
And another layup
Alright,
made
so-
by Park Hill. Obviously, they found out what's working.
Yeah, Park Hill is now playing like the Park Hill team we know them to be.
And that's Nick Zale's 4th point of the night. And you see, D. Powell and Nick Zale did not score until the 4th quarter, but now they have a combined total of 8 points.
Uh-huh.
And they both scored on pretty much the exact same plays, just layups right through the middle, untouched.
Four minutes exactly remaining in the fourth quarter. Until the end of this game, it is now 35-23 Park Hill Trojans. And I expect Park Hill to just kill clock like they've been
Definitely just going to
doing.
keep passing the ball around. I mean, there is still 4 minutes. I mean, I guess there's a little hope for KC Northeast, but
Yeah, they really got to get something going, though. It's really each second at this point matters. So
The chances get slimmer and slimmer. Still passing the ball around. Cecil Lee has the ball now.
Definitely don't want it in his
Going-
hands. Oh, and he
Oh,
has a
and he
turnover.
turns the ball over. Wow. And then it's knocked out of bounds. Park Hill ball. .328 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, I'm sorry. Casey Northeast ball. My bad. I thought Park Hill hit it out, but I couldn't tell.
Oh, man, what just happened? Still Northeast ball. Nothing to worry about.
There were hardly any fouls until the fourth quarter, it seems like.
Yeah, really, both teams now have 7 fouls. I feel like Northeast just had 2, like literally a couple minutes ago.
And now
so-
they have 7. I think they're trying to stop the clock. That's
Yeah.
definitely what their main job is right now.
Just got to hope they miss their free throws. Park Hill, not Northeast. That's exactly what they need. These are the best points when the clock is stopped and you
And I've been very impressed with Casey Northeast's free throw game so far.
Yeah.
You know, they've only missed 1.
and there's the second.
2. They've now missed 2. Correction, sorry. Casey Northeast still has 3 timeouts though. It's very interesting to see how they've paced out their timeouts. They hardly used any in the first half. I don't think they used any actually until 1 second into the third quarter with that weird timeout. We weren't really sure what happened there.
Yeah, that was
but,
really weird.
must have had sent the wrong players out or something. Park Hill is up by 12. Let's see if they can build on that with this free throw. And they miss. Yeah, definitely Casey Northeast is a lot better at free throws than Park Hill. Park Hill has not made nearly the percent that Casey Northeast has.
Yeah. Man, Park Hill just really locking down on defense
Really,
now.
they're playing really aggressive.
That was
right
wide
now,
open
and that was
three.
wide open.
Man, gotta
Another
execute
missed
those.
3.
That could end up being the game changer right there, Zach.
Yeah. And
Right.
this is a very low scoring game too when you
Yeah.
think about it. You know, we saw the last game and it was 57 to 49. That's almost 50 points lower than what it is right now. When
That's
you think
insane.
of like
Yeah,
combined
Park Hill.
points.
Park Hill really just killing the clock here. And a timeout taken. Oh, wait. Excuse me, not timeout.
Yeah, this second half has definitely slowed down a bunch.
Yeah, really, the whole just vibe, and I feel like the sense of urgency of Northeast is really backed off.
Yeah.
And Park Hill has maintained, causing them to just keep scoring. Besides the free throws.
And remember, the winner of this game can still compete in this tournament, but
Yeah.
for the 5th place game. They will not be able to compete in the championship. And the loser and the winner of this game will play the game after this, which is St. Joe Central and Kearney. I just can't believe that there's only been 60 points scored so far. Like,
Yeah.
this has
Combined.
been really a lot of shots have been missed.
There really has. I wish there was a way we could find that. The shot attempts have just been probably outrageous.
I know.
Yeah, the shooting percentage for both teams cannot be good.
You know, it kind of makes you wonder if you could do better. But then
Yeah.
you realize, you know, you're not in these circumstances with the
Yeah.
pressure and the 6'6".
You got to put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
Left back on number 31, Weaver Kelly. That is his 5th.
Up next, we have St. Joe Central versus Kearney starting at 8 p.m. That will be tip-off, and after that game, St. Joe Central's going to have quite a late drive. Hopefully, they don't play anywhere
Oh
tomorrow.
my gosh, yeah, that's almost a 45-minute drive from here.
Exactly. So they're going to be getting to sleep pretty late tonight.
You know, Nick, this is already past my bedtime. So
Yeah, honestly.
I like to get to bed early so I can wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Let's see if Nick Zale can score more points. And remember, he didn't score any before the fourth quarter, and he
Yeah.
scored 5 so far.
Park Hill, wow. Okay, so Park Hill is leading by their largest lead of the night so far. Oh, man.
And you know, another player we haven't talked about much tonight is Hayden Wallace, as he scored 7 points tonight.
Yeah, he's had a quiet game, but he's definitely been proving himself for his team.
He's had a lot of chances at the line, as he's had 8 attempts at free throws. He's only made 3 of them, though, as we keep going back to that Park Hill shooting percentage.
Yeah. Okay, free throw 1 of 2 is up, and it is good. It is now a 14-point lead for Park Hill, and honestly, Zach, I'd say it's probably, I mean, it's
The fat
probably out
lady
of
has
reach.
sung.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. It is not a 15-point game, and you have 98 seconds. I mean, that is a lot of time, but
Let's just, if I'm KC Northeast right now, I'm just building confidence for the rest of the tournament.
yeah.
Go and try and make shots like this one. Let's see if another air ball.
Wow. All right. So I hope Northeast confidence hasn't been shook because.
Oh!
Wow. Okay. His
Wow.
hasn't been.
He's
That's
still
peak.
very
That is
confident.
peak. Number 34.
Foul call, number 33, John Alexander.
Little coincidence here that number 34 on both teams have been going off. They're also the leading scorer for each team. So number 11 on Park Hill, Cecil Lee, and number 34 on Park Hill, Cecil Lee, and number 34 on Northeast, Michael Peak. They're both the leading scorer for their teams. Both have the same number, just a little fun fact and coincidence. And it is now a 16-point game.
When Peak hit that ball, did you see how hard it hit off that back wall?
Yeah.
It went all the way across
I
the
saw
court,
that.
man. That was a hard hit. Imagine if he missed and would have hit.
Yeah, dude, that could have been bad.
And there's some points for KC Northeast. Definitely a confidence booster. Now down by 14.
Yeah, there's Michael Peak. He definitely has some ice in his veins. Definitely not giving up. He clearly still has some and there you go again. Things could get really interesting here.
Definitely.
And that might be the game changer right there, Zach.
Yeah.
I would say it was probably already out of reach anyway, but that right there pretty much seals the deal.
You know what? I'm very impressed with KC Northeast's effort.
Me too. I was not expecting this.
Playing this great of a team and keeping them to 14 points, that's truly outstanding.
Really,
You know, I can't wait to watch them the rest of the tournament. They're a fun team to watch.
they really are.
You know, Michael Peak leading this team.
Mhm.
You know, he's played great tonight with 12 points. You know, I
Almost
really,
half of the team's points
Yeah.
off of Michael Peak.
you can definitely see who their leading scorer is.
There's
this
Cecil
season.
Lee again. No surprise that he hits that free throw. He is 2 of 3 on the night for 3 throws. This will be his 4th. Let's see if he can go 3 for 4. And he will. That is now 75% free throw percentage there for Cecil Lee.
You know, Michael Peak and Cecil Lee have now scored the exact same amount of points. As you can see, they're the
Weird.
top scorers on each team with the same number. But Cecil Lee has taken a lot more shots than Michael Peak has. Michael Peak kind of stayed under the radar, I feel like, for some of the game.
Yeah.
Whereas Cecil Lee just came up with those 3 dunks. Is that how many he had? 3?
Yeah, I believe he had 3. Northeast kind of realizing that it's not even necessary to
14
foul here.
Yeah, 14 seconds on the clock. Park Hill's just going to pass the ball around. But what a great performance by KC Northeast. You
Yeah,
know,
for
given
sure.
this amount of effort against such a great Park Hill team. 1 second left. Game is over. Park Hill wins it 42-26.
Wow, and right there, Cecil Lee. To me, he's definitely the player of the game,
Yeah,
Zach. Would you agree?
He is our player of the game. Cecil Lee.
13 points. I mean, really, he contributed the whole game, offensive and defensive talks.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, so there you can just clearly see what's going on here.
The block and then the rebound.
These are just some highlights from both sides, mostly Park Hill from the game. Here's one of Cecily's.
Oh my gosh. I want to watch him the rest of the tournament.
Yeah,
See how many
really.
of those
It's
more.
going to be interesting to
I
see
mean-
if he keeps playing like that.
Yeah, there's 2. Maybe he just had 2 tonight.
Yeah.
What a great game for him. And Michael Peak. I think Michael Peak, you know, he deserves
Yeah.
a lot of recognition. He also scored 12 points
Definitely.
and made 6 out of 7 free throws. Wow.
Wow, what a great game. So that was the final 42-26, Park Hill winning, and they will advance. So up next, we have Kearney versus St. Joe Central.
And I can't wait for that game. It's
Yeah.
going to be really close.
For sure.
And the winner of that game will be playing our team,
Yeah.
which is Park Hills.
So up until the tip-off of Kearney versus St. Joe Central, we are going to sign off for now, but we will be back. Once again, I am Nick Fry,
And I'm Zach Klug.
and we will see you all in about 10 minutes for the tip-off of St. Joe Central versus Kearney.